Hi, my name is Eve. I'm a real estate investor and now a full time mindset coach. Now, how did this happen? Well, I was in real estate since 2019. We started with flipping homes and generating over six figures of returns. We also then transitioned into multifamily acquisition. By way, we utilized a very specific strategy that allowed us to scale also pretty quickly, and that was up until 2023, where I was called into the space of specifically real estate coaching, and that was, to be honest, a great experience for me because I actually wanted to show people how they can achieve a certain level of freedom or success or, some kind of happiness of being able to, break through those ceilings that they might have thought they couldn't have accomplished otherwise. And while that role was extremely successful, I didn't emphasize the priority of what actually makes it successful. Instead, I only focused on knowledge, and I really just help people understand, the things that they felt like they needed to know in terms of the numbers and the power team building. But it didn't click to me how important the mindset aspect was, because I was one of those people that was like, I don't need mindset. I have a good mindset. And little did I know that mindset was a very important and honestly the key factor to everything as to why you even do anything in the first place. And it doesn't even have to be specifically to a monetary gain, right? And how this really came and reflected into me was one of my manifestations, or like early prayers, mid last year, which is 2024, was that I wanted to be wiser. I wanted to have more wisdom, and I wanted to be able to help people better. Because at this point, no matter how much you teach them techniques or number crunching, it really is up to the person's mind for them to execute and do something about it. And around mid 2024, around April, I met my mentor that completely changed my life. And he had truly walked me through understanding where I was mentally after my dad had a heart surgery late 2023. And that was the biggest eye-opening sequence for me, because that was slowly when I started understanding the attachment that I had within the three-dimensional realm of life, as opposed to focusing more deeply into purposeful living and where my heart is truly aligned in. And when was when my dad was going through what he was going through, I had a time of reflection of what it all meant for myself as well. I wanted to understand um, where I had put time into the most, and where I wish I did instead. And there is no wishing that I did instead, because I still can, and I'm grateful that my dad is still around. And the more I'd reflected and learned within my journey and meeting my mentor, I had learned a lot about myself. I had learned that there's this deeper side of me that my soul has been pursuing, and it's been connected to. And it's this part of me that felt separate from the work. And I knew that didn't feel right. I knew work and life couldn't be a separation. I knew that life could mean, life doesn't have to feel like it's something that you have to clock out of. It should feel like in flow. It should feel like you could you could still do things, and it doesn't feel like things are taking away your energy. And the more I rearticulate what it is that I was seeking for, paired with the guidance of my mentors that really told me to start looking the answers within and prioritizing what reflection and meditation truly means for me, it unfolded great depths of me that I hadn't once met. And because I learned a lot about me, I learned a lot about the paradigms that I held that held me back. I can quickly discern them, and with the right training within my mindset, I was able to slowly eradicate some of these pre-existing subconscious programming that truly held me back from operating at a place of wholeness. One of the few things that I learned is when you move within the spiritual world, which is the fourth dimensional world, that's where it stays permanent. That's where things will never change, and that's how you really build from a solid foundation. Because most of the time, without awareness of this field, most of us are habitually trained to create within the third dimensional realm of reality of how we see the world. This is who I am, therefore this is what I can do. And the idea or the illusion of the self is commonly misused because uh, of this lack of identity within the three-dimensional realm, because there is no true identity within the three-dimensional realm, because everything there is just this matter of energy that is always ever changing. And to really take a step back and having to and again, I'm so blessed to have the opportunity to have the guidance to look within and find this deeper journey that actually transcends through time and space, and that travels faster than the speed of light. Anything that is created from the higher dimensions, or any thought or any feeling that is created from these higher dimensions, allows you to signal to the universe that you a you are not only a vital part of it, but you are also in flow with it, because you understand how it works and you're moving through it. You're no longer resisting with your own ideas of what the self is, of what you can or cannot do. You're allowing the the divine being, God, to just work and move through your life, and it puts a deeper meaning to how I know the Bible, how I know God, and how all my experiences within, within life, to be exposed with people that I was exposed to, the experiences that I was exposed to, and it makes so much sense why some experiences stands out the most than others. Now that I truly reflect on it, but it's because of this, the unique journey that I'm in, and the unique journey that I'm in is that to say that there is no separation of life and the accumulation of experience of life, because that is all in one. Oftentimes, we go through our life in chase of what is next or what could be experienced next, and always missing the moments that build up that overall desired experience. And I mean that because I would read about um, different philosophers that have had the same profound experiences, and it is uniquely it is especially, though it is unique to specific stories, there is this universal truth, and the truth that there is no real separation other than the separation that we create for ourselves, and that everything is actually working in flow, and we are the only ones that are creating these resistances in our lives. And that's why there's a lot of these energetic inconsistencies where we might experience an outcome that is not as desirable as what we think it should be, because all experiences are neutral. You see, when you strip down everything the eyes can see, everything that we are within our physical realm is a three-dimensional idea. But if we understand that we are in spirit, because we operate in three planes of understanding, we are spiritual creatures, we have intellect, and we live in physical bodies. And most of us only live for the story of the physical body, not the spiritual self. And so whoever this physical body, maybe it's a married person having a kid or have a kid, or just whatever story that there's three-dimensional play, then to forget to operate their truest nature, which is them in spirit. And this is where it's important. Because of our existing subconscious programming, we have blocked all communication of our spirit, and our spirit speaks through our mind and our heart. And that is how we get led to what decisions we're going to make, the people we're going to work with, the people we're going to encounter, the people we're going to have a relationship with. And that is those vital decisions within our life, even as small as picking out the right fruits or vegetables in the grocery store. Our spirit is the one that makes those choices, because it knows it best. It sees the overall picture above the experience that our three-dimensional ideas are creating for ourselves. And so when we understand that who we are is not of this physical realm, of this physical body, because you don't say am hand or am body, you say my hand or my body. So who am I? It's important to study that inner being, that inner light, that inner spirit that is within us. Because if you were to strip down all illusions of matter, and we are just in spirit, and everything that you see is just in spirit, and we're just this big ball of light that's radiating and vibrating and moving, and so is another living thing and another living thing and another living being, what would we need? Nothing. Completely nothing. Because everything we need is already here. And the reason why we're not experiencing it is because we haven't thought about it. And this is what I truly want to share with the world, is that while I was in real estate investing, real estate is not the only true way to make money. There is a plethora of ways to make money, and money is just a byproduct of you being able to step into where your heart is truly taking you. And whether it's with a certain person doing a certain specific thing, or it's you doing something else, I believe that we are all creators of our own experiences, and that if we want to create a story for ourselves that is different from what we are experiencing, we have the ability to do that. Because as soon as you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, and just a sudden rush of consciousness flows through. That's your soul seeking expression already, trying to do something, but because your eyes sees that you're in the same bedroom every day, you fall into the same habit and patterns of thoughts, feelings, and actions. Your attitude is the same every single day. And so I'm here to share with you guys that what you see with your eyes is an illusion, and that your heart has bigger plans than what you can fathom for yourself. And I truly believe that, because having to accomplish what I was able to accomplish the past 5 years, I have been so eternally grateful for all the experiences, all the good and the bad ones. And I'm excited to share them along this way, to share those things that I've learned, the things that broke my heart, that got me here, that made me so whole and healed. And I thank you guys for joining this journey. If this video spoke to you and you want to follow my journey, I welcome you to my page and subscribe, and leave a heartfelt comment down below to tell me what is it that your soul is truly expressing you to do. And I'd be more than happy to answer some of them. I'd be more than happy to talk with you and help you see beyond what your eyes can see. And that's my gift to the world, because I've been truly grateful to be called as a vessel to tell you that. So if you guys like this content, please like this video. And if you feel like somebody needs to hear this, feel free to share this to them as well. So again, my name is Eve, and thank you for watching.